Hi, everyone. This is Coach K. For those who know me, I am a life coach, motivational speaker, and I am also one of the founders of Umoji. Umoji is our family legacy, and our mission is to help reintegration after prison or incarceration. We are a opportunity to help others as service leaders or servitude leaders. Our first team here is our first cohort is our family team. Now, this is our website. This is our team, and this is a blessing to be able to help others in our lifetime. We are happy to be here for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to find me on social platforms and Umoji. We have a Let's Chat opportunity to interact with us as well. The first video, we talked about how we're here to be a life coach to help you build your vision board, to help you build your North Star compass, to help you build your virtual office, your social influencing, to share your story and how to build a community, how to build a team, how to build an economy system, how to build a network of allies as we have done using our model. We are here to also be your motivational speaker, come into your communities and motivate your community to work together, to build together, and to provide an economy together so that we can recycle and distribute resources where we can come together and sit at the table and all fellowship together. The goal is to show a solidarity that we can transform our environments, transform our situations, transform our own inner life. And so we talk a lot about getting the internal world to the highest level. We talk about wealth, or we talk about generational wealth, but we start with our internal world, making sure we're wealthy on the inside first. The internal world is who we are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, socially, and financially. Then the external world is the materialism, what we're buying, who we're buying from, who's our partners, where we're living, how we're interacting with the environment, how we're building relationships, and the connectivity. These are the important things that Umoji motivate in our speeches. How we come together starts with who we are, know thyself, who we are in the internal world, how to build the internal world to be excellent, how to build the internal world to be generational wealth, how to build the internal world to have all of the luxury from within first. So with that said, we also have the support system where we're building an economy system, the strategy on how to come together so that we are not just effective and efficient, but we have standards of excellence so that we can be the leader of what we do. We know that in history, we studied years and years of conflict and how to transcend conflict, how to resolve conflict, how to interact and be intercessories into conflict to resolve it into win-win solutions. So we teach that in a way and train others in a way that we can build security systems from within first. And that is the study to show thyself approved by God, to study, research, investigate, and become masterful in study and research so that you can develop better strategies of security, of safety, of provisions, and to be a provider. We also talk about these things in our process with the vision board, with the I have a dream, I have a vision. We start with these things because we want to be able to write it down as we see it, no matter what, how expensive it is, no matter how grandeur it is, no matter how futuristic it is, no matter how ludicrous it is, we want to write it down because prophetically it is the Noah's ark. It is the ark. It is the vision that promise us that we will never fail. We will never perish. People say to follow your dreams, run after your dreams, but also to write it down so it can have legs to run. And so we use a website to create that journal, to create that documentary, to create that ability to of writing it down by publishing it in an audio, in a video, on social media, as well as in your self-publishing needs. So when we talk about these things at Umoji, our recipe for success, we have a playbook. We do not leave anything for chance. All we ask is that if you come to our website and utilize these opportunities, make sure you give back, leave us something to show us that we want to pay it forward. You want to support our mission. You want to push it forward as alumni. If you graduated from our learning by interacting with our website because it's a resource, please take the time, give us your testimony, give us a donation, give us a gift, write us to our mailing address, right? Interact with us if you want to do that level. Become a team, become a partner, become a collaborator, become a network of allies. We have so many opportunities. Buy our merchandise that are designed by those our members who have been incarcerated or interacted with the criminal justice system and has transformed our lives, whether it's wrongfully convicted by rising up above the ashes or by having a systematic oppression that turned into self-sabotaging, self-destructive behavior or massive destructive behavior, and then getting to a point that you are transformed and redirected, renewed of the mind, healed, fixed your heart, and built from ground up, from the ashes, ground up. This is what we call the Maslow's hierarchy. This is what we call the Christ principle. This is what we call the universal motif. We believe that this is the opportunity in a lifetime that we're given second chances, this life to transform, to build, to study, to show ourselves approved, to take it to the elevation like a chef, to take the ingredients and elevate it and not allow the past to be our future. We believe that this is the life today that we will be in salvation because today is the day that matters. So today is the day that transformation can will happen based on choice, based on decision. And so our playbook is the recipe. We are not leaving out any chance that you know this. By far, we expect everyone to use it as a resource. You may already know it and you may not know it, but we expect if you're on this website, you will be a blessing, and this will be a blessing to you. This is our playbook, our strategies. We lay it all out. We lay out our routines as a base, a foundation, so you can be built on a rock. We leave nothing for chance. We even show you how to build your own study group, your own Bible study. We show you everything that gave us the success stories that we have today to become the founders and the founding board to build this community, our community. This is not going to be just a community. We're hoping that it will outgrow us and be something bigger, a movement. It will be an economy system. It will be a blessing to many people to come. So starting today, we are showing you everything. We have cookbooks here. We have day-to-day playbooks. We even lay out different products that you can look into. We're not recommending like any giving any legal advices, any medical advices. We're just giving you our recipe book, our playbook, our strategies, what we've done in our life, and we're passing it forward. We're sharing our legacy. Okay, we're sharing our wealth, we're sharing our inheritance of being successful, having a victorious life, having uh, a life of renewal, having a life of restoration, a life of hope. These are the things that are valuable. Having a life of love, having a life of forgiveness, of grace. And we're showing you all of the things in our life and hoping you can customize it and use it as a template. This here is where we're heading to our future. We want to provide the best. We want to provide eco villages and spa retreats and campuses in the future in communities that are partnerships. We don't have to own everything. We can be partners with you using our model and interacting with us, coming out to do world tours to interact with you. This is the opportunity that we can network, not just as strangers, but as allies, as people that are building an economy system together so that we can make sure that everyone sits at the table and eat and have the support they need. So we are encouraging everyone that uses this website to pay it forward, to make sure you sign up, become a member so we can count you, that we know you're part of our community. When we get our VR world, when we get our virtual app, virtual gaming app, we can also show you the future to come. Yeah, interactive community. We're gonna call it you. We're gonna have a franchise of Umoji universe of all of our characters. That all of the contributions of all the artists, from those that were incarcerated, that want to be a part of building our universe, so that we will be lined up as the third universe from Marvel universe and DC universe. I'm sure there's other universes, but our expectations is to have excellence and quality and have stories from based on true stories. Okay, so with this said, we're showing you how to use this website because we want to make sure you see the vision, you understand the vision, and you can interact with the vision and use this as a resource. We have 9 programs, and each program is developed and built from the founder or the founding board. We everything from our own hands, from us to you. There is no middleman. We have a team of experts that help us with the loose ends, but we are basically building this from ground up. Okay, top down, ground up. And we want to make sure you understand that we are your peers. We are your partners. We are in solidarity with you, with communities, and with those that has been released from incarceration. We are from many walks of life that lives within us. Okay, experiences and educational training and all of the above. Okay, a lot of us have done the rock bottom. A lot of us have done wrongfully being convicted, wrongfully being abuse of power from the police officers, have been treated unjustly, all the way to having our own mistakes as children. So we all go through things, even as adults, that may have been done out of anger or stress or anxiety or bad decision making or poor quality decision making, whether it's based from oppression, from any mental illness, or just out of animosity and spite. We have seen it all, been through it all, and we are coming together as a community saying we don't have to stop there. We can turn it around and renew our mind, heal our hearts, heal our lives, and be high performers, get into this community and become a global, iconic world player or world performer and build with the best to resolve the conflicts, to handle the needs, and to be a heavy lifter in life. We are also showing that we do research and development. What is the research and development we have here under our research and development? What is it that it's going to take to provide the equality of distribution, of equity, of resources? So we are understanding how can we do the two fish and the three bread, be able to quality and of excellence distribute to the world so that we can have extra. This is what we're calling an alchemist principle of Christ. How do we not touch the wealth of the or blood money? How can we build from the purity and wholesome of Christ and the principles of Christ, or the universal law of good intentions, of pure intentions? How can we manifest the opportunities to use our skills, our talents, and our faith to produce a new economy? And this is the goal we are doing through Umoji. And this is the research we produce. Our first research was for housing, what kind of housing communities we want. We decided we wanted green living, green zone communities where you are living in the best of luxury with the environment favor, with the environmental justice, where you can completely be confident that you're not destroying or being destructive to the environment, and its tranquility and zenful, with the principles of holistic care. We want people to understand that we are creating a food forest that allows people to be in understanding that food as medicine, food as a healing agent, a living healing agent, how to use plants without killing, stealing, destroying from them, how to give back, how to not destroy, how to be a Lightfoot and a minimalist, but not sacrifice the beauty and quality and grace of the majestic world around us, and use luxury and use recreational beauty for the best of all worlds. So we are doing those type of research to make sure we can get the best of all worlds. As you can tell, we put a few companies and their research of different things about restorative justice to build our case on why our community is needed. And what is different between us is through the research. We have a proven research, a peer-reviewed, validated research from the Board of Education through Colorado, and we have built our sponsorship based on that system. Our goal is to sponsor artists and writers from incarceration to build their stories into systems. And these systems, we will provide mass communications and new media. For those that are listening, that are members, or just that want to be partners and allies, this is where you can understand our beautiful system. We have provided a system that is based on academia, research, and all the stories that we've sponsored and built. It will be a productivity and performance to where we go from here. We are happy to say that Colorado, the state of Colorado, have approved this message, the Board of Education. Okay, so story time. Why is that important? In a lot of ancient communities, they believe that stories did more than healing. They birth affinity, birth immortality. Why did it birth it? It was working on the subconscious and conscious and all conscious of the human being or the infinite being within you. And then it would sew you all together to be one. So a story is just one story. So of course it can't do heavy weights with one story, right? Your story is a heavyweight. But imagine if you was a library of stories and it was built in and sold together as a carpet. This is what we call the infinite consciousness system that builds you, just like your anatomy, your living organism anatomy, autopilot builds your body. This is the same stories. You have 1 million people in your DNA. Those are stories. But then we live in a masterful season where stories 24/7, we get to be inputted. And that is through the information age and technology that we can pretty much get stories that we could have had in years of learning in minutes, and we learning quickly. And this is the exciting times that we can build our infinite self right now. A lot of generations did not get this opportunity. They might have lived in their lifetime only having 4 stories or a DNA of only 20,000 people. We have a DNA of 1 million people, and then we have a life of information age that tells the stories 24/7. So in my lifetime, I've already read, interacted, whether in movies and audio, or interacted with people around the world within minutes. So I have over millions of stories in my lifetime, just in this life. That's exciting and still to come. So this shapes us, and this is why we believe that the healing agency is stories, and we are getting the opportunity to build the stories of those that's been incarcerated, and their stories will be included. They've been excluded for many years, and now we are going to build a platform and a community for us to share our story, and that will make the world complete with becoming a healing agency, because holistically, you need all factors to become whole. And that is all the unjust systems, all the systems of holiness to understand good and evil, right and wrong. You have to understand it, whether through stories or life experiences or education or job experience. Somehow the soul itself have to understand everything on some level and comprehend it. And that is the goal and purpose of becoming the next level of self. And that's what I think it means: study to show yourself approved by God. Be complete in that understanding and comprehension. Okay. So this is our map of all of the things that we're interacting with. Once again, our website is the style of a life coach. So you have our vision board, you have our dream maps, you have our North Campus, you have our goals, our strategies, our action plan, you have what we're doing today, what we did yesterday, what we will be forecasting, our potential, our obstacles, our conflicts, and soon some videos and some audio to go with it, to go with the manuscripts. So for those that don't understand, on some of the things we do is in our website, and this website is going to provide you explanation, and these are the manuscripts that we put on every page. In this page, you see that we have made a awesome addition to pull together manuscripts, but put it in a short, it's kind of like a collapsed text. And that's another thing I can show you another day on how to do a collapsed text. And when you do web designing, those that do coding, here there's 2 types. There's coding and then non-coding. This is a non-coding website, and this gives you the opportunity to code as well, but I am going to show you how to use the non-coding, because this is the universal direction of the future is non-coding. We're getting that magnificent that in the future it will be non-coding, but in the meantime it's great to learn coding because it helps you build your math skills. So I continue to build on coding. Okay, so here you can tell that we have grown in our ability as a community to interact with our communities. We are not at the threshold as of yet to do our world tours and to build communities as of yet. We still have a small team. We still have a small funding. We still do not have a philanthropist yet to step to the table to help us to scale it. So we're going to do one person at a time, and we are okay with that. But we are very happy to see that our community, global community, is excited as we are to have us manifested our presidents, our presence in the world. It's building the message of hope. So I'm going to go ahead and stop for now, and we will continue to have this conversation in the more videos to come. This is Umoji Game Curriculum, and this is Dr. Coach K signing off. Thank you.